York, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Where are you going? Where's my guard going?
Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Andrew Thomas, former first rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Wow, he accepted that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got him in. Complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory.
Let's go, baby.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light,
kind of
let him
defense
go?
is this?
Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. Touchdown Giants!
What kind of defense he playing?
Bellinger, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on Giants touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Triangle, man.
He's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Oh.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. That's complete.
Why you didn't go guard him, bro?
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Hey, man.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Damn, they not blocking on that left side.
Get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And taken right at the 35. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, Silver. 63. Oh, Silver, ready?
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Jones, a final shot before break. Pass out left finds Kohler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to wind
I don't know why you wasn't over there, bruh. He got you in a hard flat. Like, where you at?
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got
what in the...
They take a shot downfield there, but
what kind of suction BS was that?
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing
warped into me to make me drop the ball.
The quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Give him a little dose of his own medicine. A little dose of your own medicine, man.
Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Fights through it. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's Barkley. Once again bringing in the catch. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now a
We got a whole bunch of time, boy. I know that. Goodness gracious.
Another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. On first down, Hurts.
Why y'all give me Banks? Why y'all give me Banks?
Defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it.
Come on, Madden. What was that?
It wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 76 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Motion left, Smith. This is Swift on the counter. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Hey, Kappa.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
What do you want me to do with that?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Huh? Oh, okay.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Man, bro, where you throwing the ball?
He had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. With touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
105 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown, Eagles.
That's a pick, man.
With career touchdown.
Nigga, don't animate.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Second down and 6 now.
Dom Capers.
Back to throw. Jones. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Let's play like a team. All right, fellas, one more time. Oh, what you got? How about teamwork? Don't let him rush.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On the end around, here comes Smith.
Why you?
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind.
Why you stop?
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was
What was that?
on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
You got this. Let's shred him on this drive. Take it to him. Don't let him rush.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete